Well, ladies, what do you think? Shall we? Shall we go visit your homestead? Or are you content with staying here and practicing your alchemy skills? Come on, let's go. Come on, Shiga. She'll catch up. Well now, let's see here. Where do we need to go anyway? You set up towards Solitude. That's an issue. The embassy is over in this area. Yeah, maybe down a bit further, but it's along the coast up on the cliffs. Let's see. Well, what would be the best route to avoid getting to where we need to go? Where are we? We are here. We could follow this path through the mountains, through this labyrinthian. But there are trolls there, so we'll either need to move fast or deal with them. That brings us by Morthal. We have business there, but not yet. Or we could go past Morthal up to this dragon bridge. We know where that is. That would be the most direct route. Labyrinthian, past Morthal, and then up through this road. Oh, I don't like that. No. I think we'll take the pass around the back this way and try to avoid the embassy altogether. So we could, in that case, we could cut across to Rorikstead, up north to Dragon's Bridge, and then around. I don't think it would pay for us to go in this rocky area. Too easy to get lost. Best to stick to the roads, or at least as much as possible. Very well, we'll do that. We'll cut straight. What would that be? West? Yes, straight west. I think we can go across the prairie. The tundra, whatever this landscape is called here. And get to Rorikstead and then go north from there to Dragon's Bridge, and then around the backside in this little area, this little pass through the mountain area here. Then that should get us to where we need to go, is that correct? What do you think of that, Serana? Serana? Where are you? Am I to make this trip by myself? Very well. We've got to go this way. Giants. We'll avoid them. So, west it is. Over the tundra, the prairie, the grasslands. What do you suppose these Nords call them anyway? I don't think it's tundra, it's not that cold. I'm going to call it a prairie. Hopefully there'll be no cats. Not in the mood to deal with saber cats, especially if no one is going to be following. Let them catch up. Hello and welcome. My name is Joe and I am the Panicked Monk, and you are watching Decayed. We are traveling with Pelenar, our Altmer vampire Thalmor agent, well, excommunicato, I guess. Banished Thalmor agent for being in leagues with the vampires, or so it seemed to be to the embassy and those in charge there, Eloin and such. So now he is out, having given up on the Thalmor as they exist now, and making his own way as an independent Thalmor. One with a mission of his own to create a new dominion, one superior than the previous the current, previous insofar as he's concerned. So let us talk a little bit about, as we journey to Castle Volkihar, about last episode. Last episode, we opened up with a bit of a sequence with Pelenar. I don't know exactly what he was looking for. He wasn't necessarily, confessing anything. He wasn't looking for answers. He was, in fact, I think just needed to vent. His mind is being consumed by this disease, this vampirism. And part of that is almost, I guess, could be likened to dementia or Alzheimer's, where he is forgetting who he is or who he was. And he's at that stage where that forgetfulness is clashing with the reality of who he is, who he has become, and who he was. And the mind is having a very difficult time in reconciling with it. Now, this is kind of my own spin on vampirism, that it is something that consumes the mind, it consumes the body first. It takes it over. It destroys the body in order to rebuild it in its own needs. Like any disease, it's attacking the living organism and reprogramming it for its own good, for its own needs. We're going to let that go. Normally we might skin it. For the pelt, but Pelenar is not interested at the moment in acquiring crafting materials. But so, vampirism in my story here is something that is a disease that ravages the body first and then begins to reprogram and attack the mind. And that is where Pelenar is at the moment. And it's overwhelming at times to try to deal with. So last episode he broke down, unable to cope any longer with the conflicting information that his mind is trying to process. After that, he basically has a couple choices. What was that? Oh, we can't leave that. Who are you? So be it. So, the two choices he basically had was to attempt to reconcile what he's feeling and deal with it, or essentially bury it deep down and try to ignore it. And in order to do that, a coping mechanism needs to be established. And so that is what he did. He chose to use his Thalmor training and bury his concerns, bury his feelings. And in doing so, what was produced out of that was rage and anger. So he was very crabby, if you wish to put it, last episode, as he dealt with the emotions that he didn't want to deal with. And so now he is off to Castle Volkihar, and hopefully Serana and Shiga will catch up with us. Who are you?
Are you finished, Ogling the Grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me. All right.
Yes, I had a feeling it might have been an afflicted, but... So, let's see. There were a couple things that came up in the last few episodes over the last 17, I guess. One of those things is, whether or not Pelenar understands, or what would he do if he realized, what the Thalmor were. Well, he knows what the Thalmor are. And it is something that he has subscribed to and bought full on. He knew what he was getting into, and he chose that. Solitude. So, it's not a question of, if he were to realize what the Thalmor were all about, how would he behave differently? Well, he wouldn't, because he already does know. The thing is, now, he finds that the Thalmor are, as they currently exist, that they have strayed. They have strayed from their goal, their original mission. Damn. And he means to bring them back to that original oath or mission, which is to bring Thalmor ideals to the world. That the Thalmor believe the Altmer to be so akin to the Aedra that it is their right and their duty even to bring rule and order to Tamriel. And Pelenar is attempting to begin a new way in doing that through this fourth dominion. Whoo-wee, this weather is awful. Now, other points of interest have involved why he feels vampirism is the way to do with this. Why is vampirism playing such a large part in his fourth dominion? Oh, what the hell was that? Who's there? Where did that come from? There's that afflicted guy. Oh! What the hell happened here? Heavily injured. I promise you, good woman, I shall help you. Now, let me help put you at ease. Perhaps I can sell it. There. Your mortal troubles are all but at an end. Rest easy, good woman. Well, that was fortuitous. I was growing hungry. So anyway, where was I? I was... let's see, we were talking about... Oh, good heavens, now I forgot what I was just talking about. I really did. I got distracted by a free meal. What was I talking about? Oh, good heavens. You know, I'm going to put this all together and I'm going to kick myself because I'm going to have to listen to the audio and, you know, match it all up and all that. And I'm going to go, you dumbass. You were talking about that. Let's see, there were a couple things. I already talked a little bit about... What would he do if he knew the true Thalmor meaning. He already does. Speaking of afflicted, now, drinking afflicted blood might leave a bitter taste in one's mouth, but really? Another free meal. Don't worry. I will help you.
Someone help.
Just rest easy. Let me help with this hood.
Help me.
I think that something's not right. Here you
Well, that would explain. That would explain why I couldn't feed on him. Filthy bastard. Vampires like you are not welcome in the Dominion. You have no honor. Oh, that was another point about how I am portraying vampires in my series here. Not only is it a mind that takes over the body, not is it a disease that takes over the body, but and the mind, but if it comes to a point where a vampire cannot cope, if a vampire cannot cope with their affliction, they basically become feral, like that person, and these I would consider near feral vampires, and they may or may not ever recover from that ferility, if that's a word. They may just be beasts their entire life until they're killed. Where did the other one go? Just gonna see what it had on it. Ah. Armor of minor destruction. Can we carry it? Ooh. You know, our carrying capacity is just about topped out, so we're gonna have to let that go. Unfortunate, but the way it is. So, a vampire that can never come to terms with its mental state essentially goes into beast mode. It's how its mind deals with and copes with the stress of what has happened to it, and becomes a feral beast. Now there are many actually, that regain their mind, and those are the ones that become most dangerous. Where am I? I don't remember any of this. I fear I may have taken a wrong turn. Perhaps not. So, Pelenar is in that very critical stage of fragility where he could easily lose his mind and be lost to the disease forever instead of controlling it. Now, this is Rorikstead. I was going to say earlier as well, speaking of afflicted, consuming an afflicted's blood would probably not be the tastiest treat in the world. It would, however, not poison him. His vampiric blood would give him a certain amount of immunity to such things. Now, he's not immune to poison. He's immune to disease. So that's how I would treat. I would treat an afflicted as more of a disease than a poison. So they wouldn't be the first go-to if one's hungry, but if hungry enough, they would suffice. Wow, horrible weather. It's going to be a long trip to Castle Volkihar in this garbage. So, and the other question... God, blessed archers. Alright, I've had enough of this crap. Where are you? There you are. Oh. Ooh, who were they? We may have gotten really lucky. I couldn't tell if those were Thalmor agents or not. I couldn't tell by their gear in the really crappy weather. We're gonna feed some more. We're gonna gorge, I think, for a little while. Stock up, if you will. Although I know that's not how it works. Although I can extract blood and stock up that way. Now we're gonna let them... We're gonna let that group... Hopefully they'll take care of Robber's Gorge for us. Oh, I know what I was talking about earlier. Why does Pelenar believe that vampirism is the way to go? Well, really what he views vampirism as this whole set of untapped abilities that Thalmor of the past have never even considered. So he sees this disease as an opportunity to go about taking control over Tamriel and the unruly races within the different provinces, such as Skyrim, for example, and Cyrodiil, the Empire. It's basically just untapped resources. They're an untapped resource. Now, he's been here before. This is a long time ago. And he had to flee. He was very weak when he came across these bandits. Trying to take down the chieftain from surprise attack. Didn't work out so well. Now, what are these yeah, who's gonna do? Let's see. Oh, they can't get through. Morons. They are. They're Thalmor agents. Oh, there's one. Alright. We're going to avoid the Thalmor. It's not that he's... well... insofar as the game is concerned, he's not on negative terms with the Thalmor. They would treat him as they would normally do of anybody. However, for the purpose of the story, he is going to avoid them because he doesn't want to risk being brought back as a fugitive to the embassy. Let's... Alright. I don't know if that's any better. Is it kind of like putting your headlights on in the rain? Making it worse? Alright, we're going to avoid Robber's Gorge. Pelenar would probably not be interested in taking him on quite yet. Well, not at this juncture. Alright. God blessed mages. I'm hitting a lot of vampires now. He's hoping maybe that those Thalmor agents will come and wipe him out. Oh, I remember this. See, that's the curse of being a vampire. You're strong at night, you travel fast, but you run into vampires. I guess as a vampire it's not as huge a deal, but still kind of a hassle. If my companions would ever catch up, not quite sure where they're stuck at. For purposes of the story, they're just going to be behind. And that in his excitement and desire to reach this Castle Volkihar and have an audience with this Harkon, that he has decided not to wait for them. But I may pop in to the inn up here and see if moving into an interior cell would help me at all. Where is that inn? No, it's not there. There it is. 4 shields, I believe. Yep. Well, some entertainment. I guess I'll just wait here. Let's put this on pause for a moment, shall we? Hey everyone. Let's try something a little bit different. I'm actually doing this on my phone. I do not own a webcam, so I'm going to try something out of the ordinary. I'm going to splice this little bit in after when I cut everything else together, and hopefully it will be so seamless. It'll just be amazing, but it probably won't. So anyway, let's talk about lore just for a couple minutes. And now I've mentioned lore once or twice. Some things going on upstairs. No big deal. I'll try to modify this audio the best I can, but no guarantees. So, warts and all, you get it, as Couch Warrior might say. So, lore. I'm going to just flat out, and if you've been following me for any length of time, you probably know this already, but I am not, and don't tell anyone, I'm not a lore master. I'm just not. I love the Elder Scrolls lore. I really do. It's deep, it's complex, it's super interesting, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to immerse myself so deep in it that I can't do anything else. So there's a good chance during this series that I'm going to get something wrong, and I probably already have, but that's okay, because it's my story, it's my interpretation, and it's my vision. So if I get something wrong, I hate that. It's one of my pet peeves when you say words that end in ing and you just disregard the G and put a little apostrophe there and nothing. It drives me crazy. Anyway, if I get something wrong, which I will and have, no big deal. Roll with it. It's just the way it is. So I have my interpretation, as I said, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm not out anything. It's not like this is my day job. I don't do this because I'm earning any kind of income. That's not the point. I'm doing it because I want to. And if you enjoy it and you want to come along for the ride, awesome. If you want to get particulars because I got something wrong about how Altmer really see the world, deal with it. I really don't need anyone to imbue their knowledge within the comments telling me how I got something wrong and how I fucked up. Chances are I probably know, but it's after the fact, so it's far too late, and I'm not going to re-record something because I suddenly realized that I got something wrong. I've been wrong my entire life, and the more years under my belt, the older I get, the more I realize, the more I don't know. So that's a funny thing about getting older, is the older you get, the less you know, because you realize you don't know much. There's so much out there to know. And I guess you swap wisdom for knowledge. I don't know. I don't consider myself all that terribly wise either, but if given the choice between wisdom and knowledge, I'll take wisdom every day. But anyway, just thought I would, show my face a bit and say hello and just kind of talk about lore and how it fits into my story. And with that said, shall we continue? Ah, good, you're here. Thanks for finally showing up. Tell me, do you need to rest your feet, or shall we continue along the way? I would think you would be most anxious of all to get moving after having been locked away for so long. Shiga, come on. We must go. Now... I think there's a path down here. Just back here. Yes. Beyond this gate. Come. I don't know how much more of the night we have to go. Fox. Are you coming? Both of you? Good. Don't lag behind. I don't like this. Aha! Hello, beasties. Will you let us pass?
Someone
No.
good enough. Done and done.
Yes. Keep your guard up, however. I don't know what else lies here. Yes, well, the night creatures are on the hunt. Hold on, there's a cat. That one wasn't. Now we have its attention.
I knew I'd have something.
Gotcha.
Only a fool
Done
lets
and
himself
done.
get surrounded.
It's a bear, Shiga. They don't know any better.
Skyrim's a pretty big place.
Well, I don't know if that's
I
true,
didn't expect it to be that big.
but still. Of course it's a big place. Come on, we haven't time to mess with it. Wonder what that is. Ah, this must have been where it came from. Really?
That's it? Figured.
You are a strange one, Serana. Do you suppose we have in here just bones and carcasses? Yes, nothing all that interesting. Very well, we must continue. Are we on the right path? No, we're not even close. We took a wrong turn. We must backtrack. Damn it. The light is coming. We haven't time for this. Where did we go wrong? Up this way, perhaps. Yes. I failed to notice this one. Up through here. Can that be true? Or... yes, it has to be. I see no other way around. I don't know if we can make that, can we? Perhaps over here. It'll be easier. Ah, I see. Follow the fox. Thank you, fox. And for that I shall protect you. Damn you! Could you be a little more cautious, please? Now, let's see. What else does the night have to hold? Don't much care for being down here. Bit of a killing lane. Let's see. Path is just on the left here. Someone's old camping pit. I wonder... looks long cold. I think up through there. There's really not much of a path through here, is there? Quite overgrown. This has not seen any footsteps for quite some time.
Can't win this.
What are you? Damn. That's not good. Oops. Come on, you little bastard. Ah, damn it. I hate these things. Man. What the hell was that?
I'm no fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
What was that? Ugh. Where did it go? Where did the remains go? The sun is coming up. Oh well. We must continue forward. We must be cautious if that is what we are about to encounter. Ah, a road. Where does it lead to? Ah, we're straight off course again. We must be cautious. The embassy isn't far from here. Quick, let's stay off the road. Well, damn it. We're here now.
Stay on your guard.
Yes.
Here I'll talk.
It's a wolf. Shiga, I don't understand her. Ah, the sun has come. We must hurry. Come on, we haven't time. I can feel my legs weakening already.
Come on.
Now, oh, for pity's sake. I really won't want any of these.
I'm not gonna die like this.
Where is it? Where is it? I don't like those. What are they, Shiga? Ice Wraith. I don't like Ice Wraith, Shiga. I don't like them at all.
We'll need to watch our steps inside.
Yes, but first we must get there. I truly wish you would tell me more about this Harkov of yours. There is... This seems familiar. I mean, I've never been here before, but there's something about this place that concerns me. Come on. We need to find this castle of yours.